I recently looked at this fun CGI. What was it, an animation or was it merely a photograph? It's supposed to be a photograph of the Earth all lit up at night. The immense light pollution, as they call it, just seems so amped up. Like there's like 5 times as much light as I'd seen in previous images. You see, I've got a nearly photographic memory. You know, it's been kind of degraded due to all this slow kill technologies. And anyway, chief among them probably these nerve agents. A lot of common nerve agents. Destroy dendrites and anyway. But the mind can rebuild itself. Anyway, let's not delve into that. So I was looking at this super fake image. In the past, like in the see airbrush techniques. They've been around since the 1930s, I believe. I was talking to a guy. He had done all this work for these major publications, with an airbrush back in the 70s and 80s, and he had produced photorealistic images for such publications as Time magazine, Time and Life, and so on and so forth. So he said that he has to actually look at a photograph for a minute or two before he he can tell that it's actually real. Airbrush techniques are so precise, But people use people gravitated away from this trying to produce the most realistic images they could, for more stylized stuff that has their little specific mark and shows their sort of artistic idealizations, right? So it moved, from the realistic to the fantastical, basically. So people are not, by and large, artists are supposedly not interested in making these photorealistic images with an airbrush anymore. But of course, you're going to have a subset, that's their discipline, and they're doing this clandestinely. And as you might imagine, if you're not a complete fucking idiot, there'd be a whole lot of applications for this kind of thing. But you got people who've never fucking picked up a book in their fucking lives. Me, I've read thousands of books. Thousands. And as you might imagine, maybe that puts me in the know about a few things, one or two things, maybe, possibly. But so I was looking at this silly rendering of some cities in Germany, I believe. Maybe it was Belgium. Belgium. Yes, Belgium is a country. And supposedly this is from space. This is what was this? This is supposed to be uh, photographed from the ISS or maybe a satellite or something. And I'm looking at this immense, these just this bright burning light, from the cities, from the. It's like everybody in the fucking city turned their lights on, made sure every fucking light was on, you know. Uh, it was funny. It's just that the light was so much more intense than previous, previous stuff I've seen that purports to be, a satellite image, looking down at the Earth at night, looking down at densely populated areas, So I thought, I know the population level has not increased that much, from like 10 years ago. Not really all that much. So I thought this is completely fucking fake. This is totally fucking fake. And in looking at this and allowing myself to veer into veer into a state of mind where I was suspending my disbelief and I was making believe that it was actually real, I got tremendously concerned about it. I was like, oh my God, this is a huge problem. We need to dim all those lights down. Oh, they're the fucking Malthusian eugenicists, they're right. They're right. We need to kill all these people. We need to kill off half the population. They're right. They're right. But then I came to my senses. So it's a religious image. It's a religious icon that they have produced. And that's how you ought to regard this. This is a satanic religious image. That's what it is. May as well have an upside down pentagram and an upside down cross and all the rest of it. An image of the devil, with blood dripping from his fangs. Yep. Well, thanks for listening to me. I'm really. I just, you got to laugh about this stuff, really. You got to laugh about it because otherwise,